Today there is a huge event happening in Meru, which is the beatification of a Catholic sister called Sister Maria Carola. Yeah, she used to serve in a congregation of Cotolengo sisters, I think sometimes also with Consolata. Yeah, and she was based in Meru. That's why the event is happening in Meru. Yeah, it's a huge event. Unfortunately, I don't think it has received a lot of media coverage. Yeah, and as I was reading a little bit about what's happening, okay, then I realized today in our channel, Life Matters by M Tattoo, we can talk around the steps of how one becomes a saint, because literally what's happening is Carola is in one of the steps of becoming a saint in the Catholic Church. So where does all this start? Okay, so normally to become a saint, fortunately or maybe unfortunately, one has to be dead. So 5 years after death, yeah, uh, you the process can be started, yeah, and this process is usually started by the bishop of either the area you died in or the area you were serving. Okay, and uh, usually the bishop would declare one servant of God. Yeah, and what literally that does is it opens up an investigation or really a study around the virtues of the person. Okay, so they will go and talk to eyewitnesses, people who knew you, collect information about the speeches you gave, the acts you had, and literally how you lived your life. Okay. Uh, and normally, for you to move to the next step, all this information that has been collected has to prove that you had the cardinal values, and cardinal values are prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance. Okay. You had cardinal values, and as well as you had theological values. Theological values are hope, faith, and charity. Yeah. Now, if you are found like you lived by these great values, then the congregation of the local church can propose to the Pope, yeah, to declare you venerable. Okay. Now, at the stage of being venerable, yeah, the next stage that people move to is the blessed stage. And that's ideally what's being done for Maria Carola today in Meru, in Kinoru Stadium. Okay, and I read again from my notes here. The stage of being blessed, right? And the process of being blessed is called the beatification process. Okay. Now, being blessed is a state of the church, yeah, that the person is worthy of the belief, yeah, that they are in heaven and are saved. Okay, so that's ideally what a blessed person is defined as. And for you to be declared blessed, then a miracle has to happen in your name. So somebody has to have interceded in your name and seen a miracle. Okay, so for Maria Carola, that has already happened. I don't want to go into the details of that. I think we will also try and do a little bit more reading around the area. Yeah, and after being blessed, then you move to the step of being a saint, and the process of being a saint is called canonization. Okay, now for you to be declared saint, then at least you should have had 2 miracles happen in your name. But again, these are things that the Pope has the latitude sometimes to vary. Some people can be declared saints just with 1 miracle. Okay, and again, the definition of canonization is a statement of the church that the person certainly enjoys the beautiful vision of heaven. Yeah. So, in a nutshell, the steps would start, just to summarize the whole step of being a saint. You would start from being a servant of God, then you move to being venerable. And for Maria Carola, then that's what is happening today. You move to blessed through the beatification process, and then thereafter you move to becoming a saint. Yeah. So today that's the long and short of it. Please read a little bit more, share with us also what you read.